So it's going to be close for the third place position. And we got to wait to see what happens. So that debate, we asked a few people some questions. Did the debate change your mind about who you're going to vote for? People basically said no. They already made up their mind who they were going to vote for. And, coming to debate, just crystallize who they believe they were going to vote for. I have to be honest, I haven't really made up my mind who I'm going to vote for. There are so many things that need to be done in this community. So many things that need to be done. And we have to try to get those things done sooner rather than later. And if we're not going to address these problems, we can have 5 Board of Education election every single year. Yes, 5. Being a little facetious. 5 of them. And things are going to continue to stay the same. Audre Lorde said it best. It's not our differences that divide us. It's our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate those differences. Now let's get over to the news and see what's going on here in our good, beautiful 2 towns of South Orange and Maplewood. We go directly over to the Village Green. Halloween back on at Seth Boyden School for now. Acting Superintendent James Memoli has apparently reversed the decision of the Seth Boyden principal, Mark Quillis, to discontinue Halloween celebration at the school this year. However, Memoli said that a district-wide evaluation concerning Halloween celebration will take place before Halloween 2015 and that a district-wide policy will be implemented. In a letter sent home with students today, Memoli wrote, "We have decided to keep the Halloween tradition in place this year at Seth Boyden Elementary School, notwithstanding the letter Mr. Quillis sent home yesterday." Quillis sent home a letter explaining that the tradition will end, writing that a growing number of families were opting out of the celebration and that those students were either being segregated from their peers in school or kept home and missing valuable classroom time. Memoli did not disagree with Quillis, but wrote, "The issue regarding whether or not we celebrate Halloween transcends one district school and deserves a broader discussion. Given how close we are to Halloween, we did not have time to engage in this district-wide discussion without disrupting plans that are already in place in other schools." Memoli wrote that he appreciated Mr. Quillis' thoughtfulness and the many excellent points that he raised. The district administration team will discuss these issues in the coming months and determine a district-wide approach to Halloween for 2015 so that sufficient notice is given to all staff and family and so that our Halloween policy is consistent across the district, Memoli said. He added, "We are grateful to all our families and staff for their engagement in creating community which celebrates the strength and richness of our diversity." Now, now I'm from the Caribbean, and I never understood what Halloween was all about. I just never understood it. Because it seemed to be, I guess Halloween is more commercialized more than anything else. So what is Halloween? Let me see what is Halloween here. Okay, this is HalloweenHistory.org. Halloween is a holiday celebrated on the night of October the 31st. The word Halloween is a shortening for All Hallows Evening, also known as Halloween or All Hallows Eve. Traditional activities include trick-or-treating, bonfires, costume parties, visiting haunted houses, and carving jack-o'-lanterns. Irish and Scottish immigrants carried version of this tradition to North America in the 19th century. Other Western countries embraced the holiday in the late 20th century, including Ireland, the United States, Canada, Puerto Rico, and the United Kingdom, as well as Australia and New Zealand. Halloween has its origin in the ancient Celtic festival known as Samhain, pronounced Samhain. Alright, pronounced Samhain. The festival of Samhain is a celebration of the end of the harvest season in Gaelic culture. Samhain was a time used by ancient pagans to take stock of supplies and prepare for winter. The ancient Gaels believed that on October 31st, the boundaries between the world of the living and the dead overlap, and the deceased will come back to life and cause havoc, such as sickness or damaged crops. So, let me go on. The festival will frequently involve bonfires. It is believed that the fires attracted insects to the area, which attracted bats to the area. These are additional attributes of the history of Halloween. Masks and costume were worn in an attempt to mimic the evil spirits or appease them. Can you imagine this? Can you imagine this? You want to mimic, evil spirits? Really? Now let's see what Wikipedia has to say. You want to mimic evil spirits? Now there is something that repeats, but let me just go to this. According to many scholars, All Hallows Eve is a Christianized feast initially influenced by Celtic harvest festival with possible pagan roots. You already said that. Well, it's almost the same thing. So you want to mimic evil roots? Wow. I mean, really? Do you really want your kids to be involved with mimicking evil roots? That's out there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, but that's really out there. Is that what we're celebrating in our schools? We want our kids to celebrate evil roots? I thought evil was to do bad. But are we okay with that? Well, maybe the principal is smart. You know, maybe he's a smart guy. So let's continue. District response to ACLU, UCLA civil rights complaints. South Orange Maplewood Acting Superintendent of School, James Memoli, has responded to a complaint filed October the 10th, alleging that the academic tracking and frequent use of out-of-school suspension by the school district of South Orange and Maplewood violates the Department of Education regulation, interpreting Title VI of the Civil Rights Acts of 1964 and Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973. In an email, Memoli stated, "While we cannot comment specifically on active litigation, we can assure the community that South Orange Maplewood School District is fully committed to our core values that demography should not be destiny, academically or otherwise, and that all students deserve the opportunity to achieve their fullest potential." Wow. Just so you know, this is why the complaint was filed. Because all students does not have the opportunity to achieve their fullest potential. Kids in the lower levels does not have the opportunity to achieve their fullest potential. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. We have taken many steps over the past 7 years to address the academic achievement gap, and while we have seen some progress, there is much more work in front of us. We are eager to partner with anyone who can help us accelerate our work to achieve our mission, to prepare each and every student, regardless of demographic or socioeconomic background, for post-secondary education success. District Director of Strategic Communication, Susan Turner, said that she believes Memoli planned to address the filing in his update at the next Board of Education meeting on October the 20th. On Friday, October the 10th, the American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU of New Jersey, and the Center for Civil Rights Remedies of the Civil Rights Project at UCLA filed a complaint against the South Orange Maplewood School District with the Federal Department of Education Office of Civil Rights. The complaint asks for an investigation into the district disciplinary policies and academic tracking standard vis-a-vis race, and charged that the school's district tracking and discipline practices disproportionately confine students of color to lower level classes and punish students of color with disabilities to a greater degree. The lengthy complaint cited school district statistics regarding out-of-school suspension. It also contains case histories of 2 specific students who are identified by initials only. The complaint asks for remedies, including replacing tracking with a standard curriculum for students of all levels, with supplementary instruction for students who need it, and reserving out-of-school suspension for only the most extreme cases of harm, focusing instead on dealing with behavior directly. The complaint is brought under Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and Section 502 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973. Walter Fields of the group South Orange Maplewood Parents of Students of African Descent Workshop has been involved in the process of forming the ACLU UCLA complaint. Fields said the district attempt at reducing levels have been insufficient given how extensive levels are in the school district. And you know, I have been talking about levels on this program forever and ever and ever. And it's just amazing that the school district didn't see fit to at least go to the table and talk to the ACLU and UCLA about some of the problems that they were having. Because we knew for a fact that Columbia had 2 school systems and the system was segregated. Everybody knew that. I mean, when we were at the football game, when Columbia played West Orange, and you ask the kids of color what levels were they in, they will tell you they were in the regular levels. And you ask the other kids, the white kids, what levels were they in, they would say we're in honors classes. It was a known fact. It wasn't nothing that was hidden. But you know, the thing that really sort of bothers me is that the kids that are in honors classes and AP classes, it doesn't matter who you put in those kids' class. It doesn't matter. Really. Those kids are going to succeed anyway. Because they're high achievers. They're hard workers. They're going to put in the work. And there's no one going to hold them back from achieving what they want to achieve. Because think about it this way. If you're a level 3 kid and you're AP level kid, both of you attending Columbia, both of you graduated from Columbia, both of you have gone on to Seton Hall University, and both of you decide that you're going to major in business. Same major. Business management, same major. Now, as we know in college, you have to take certain core classes. There are certain required classes that you must take in order to get your degree. Now, those 2 kids from Columbia have to take the same classes. If the kid who was in level 3 needs to go and get additional help They need to go do that. But